Doing live. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of How You're Gonna Meet Your Soulmates. We are joined again today. Dimple is here with us. Welcome, Dimple. Welcome to the show again. And it's been a little while since I was here,
Yes.
so good to see you. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's just quickly get because as you know, we already have a few requests. So we're gonna quickly jump into this. Stupendous. I think it is such a great response that we are getting from our viewers. So I really, really like to thank our viewers to begin with. And I would also again refresh that in case you want to know how you'll meet your soulmate, you need to share your name, your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. In case you do not have that information, then Dimple can give you a basic read using her tarot. Right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So let us start with our first request. We'll start with Miss Soumya Agarwal. Her date of birth is October 10th, 1995. Time of birth is 11:20 p.m. That's in the evening. And she was born in Muzaffarnagar. All right. So we'll just give Dimple her time to go through it, and I'll just quickly tell our viewers that Dimple is an expert, and she's an expert clairvoyant, and she's been working. She's been with us for almost a month now on special request after the stupendous success of our Valentine's Day special, and we have, she uses astrology cards as well as tarot cards to tell you how you would be meeting your soulmate and any kind of queries that you have regarding your personal health, your life and questions regarding relationships. She would also be helping us with that. So, all right, Dimple, do we have the answer for Soumya?
Yes, for Soumya, you will be getting a proposal from your nanny's house. So, someone from your nanny's house, like a lady, maybe a mommy or a masi, or like someone known to your nanny very well, she will be, coming and suggesting this rishta to you. The guy who would get married with you, he would have had a breakup. So, perhaps it would be an engagement breakup, or perhaps baat hote hote ruk gayi thi. So, that is a cue for you. That guy will be, like very energetic. He will have reddishness on his face, and perhaps there's a possibility that he might be working into a different state from where you are based right now.
Okay. All right, Soumya. All the best for that. I think you should give a call to your nanny. All right. Let's move on. Our second request comes from Shobit. He is from Patna, and date of birth is 3rd September 1997, and time of birth is 10:07 a.m.
What is his date of birth? September what date?
September 3rd.
September 3rd,
Yes. Yes. Shobit
1997, and time would be
10:07. He's from Patna. 10:07 a.m. All right. To everybody who's sharing their details, please remember it is important to share the time of birth as precise as possible because the charts change with every. Dimple would have to correct me there, but they
yes,
change with
every two
every
minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. So let's try to, in case you're not clear about your exact time of birth, rather, date of birth. So, if you know. So, in case you do not know time of birth, then Dimple would help us with the tarot. All right. So, I think she has it for
Yeah, yeah.
Shobit.
So basically, like in case of Shobit, it would be a love marriage, a clear case of love marriage. So you will have to go and propose the girl. The girl will be fair in complexion. She'll be someone who's known to you already, and perhaps this girl right now. If I were to give you, she's someone from your friends group, or perhaps she's someone who regularly travels to the temple. So yes, and this is a cue for you.
Okay. All right. Let's. The next request is, I think it's going to be for tarot because we have a request from Miss Mahima Pandey. She has not shared her date of birth, time of birth, or anything. So Mahima wants to know how she would be meeting her soulmate.
all cards are indicating to a proposal that you're already ignoring. So there is someone who is your secret admirer, who's come to you, who's been like constantly wanting to get into a relationship, and perhaps you're avoiding this person. Please know this is a person for you. He is, very likely to get, above than, what he's doing right now. So just don't ignore him because he might not be well placed right now. So he'll definitely get married with you and keep you very happy.
Okay, all the best, Mahima. Let's move on to our next request that comes from Anushri. She wants to know how will be my future husband's characteristics. It's a simple query. She's also shared her date of birth, time of birth. It's 16th September 1999,
So what I'll do is,
11:15.
I'm sorry, Kanika. I'll just take this through tarot because she's specifically asked for the characteristics of the person, right?
Yes, yes. She's
So
asked
I
how.
will. Sorry.
I'm
How
saying
will
she's
you?
asked how her future husband, what are her future husband's characteristics?
Cool. So Taro will give a quicker answer for this.
Okay.
So you will get married to someone who's a go-getter. He'll be, very much goal-oriented. He will have, constant problems of cold and cough with him. He would expect you also to work. He will always encourage you to work. He'll be someone who would be, interested in a very liberal thought process. And perhaps this guy is, someone who's interested in going to a foreign country also and settling abroad. Stress and depression is going to be there in his house. So he may, talk about his mother, who may have, this tendency of, overthinking. But however, his mother would be a very beautiful, humble person. So if you get such cues, go for it. And I think that you are going to have a relationship, suggested by some of your relative only. So, be open to arrange marriage proposals.
Okay. All right. We have a lot of requests, so I'm really sorry. But I'll have to skim through and move on to, some others. There is a request from Pakistan, so we're gonna pick one that.
Oh, very
He
nice.
says, "My name is Muniza Rifat. I
Mm-hmm.
hope I'm saying that right.
Mm-hmm.
Birthplace is Talgang,
Mm-hmm.
and date of birth is 15th August 2001, and the time is 1:30. I do not know whether it is AM or PM, so maybe we can do for a tarot for.
Yeah, we can. Neza, you said, right?
Sorry,
What's her name you mentioned?
Munitza Rifat.
You will get an excellent proposal from someone from your dad's side. The guy is going to be from a very good affluent family, someone who is very much religious, and they will keep you like a queen. So go ahead, any proposal which is coming from your dad's family, be open to meeting them. Do not compromise for less because you'll get married in a very affluent family.
Okay. All right. All the best there. Let's move on to the next one. I really am sorry that I'm skipping because we have a lot of requests today. Okay. So we have one from Pankaj. Date of birth. No, again, city is not available. Would state be
Okay.
fine?
No,
It's
I
a very.
think we'll go with tarot then.
Okay. So the name is Pankaj Nariyal. Date of birth 17th October again. We have a lot of October bonds, September bonds today. I would again request our viewers, please share your place of birth. That would be the city and not the state. And when you're sharing the time of birth, please share whether it is AM or PM, so that we can give you a precise or a quick, relevant answer to your question. All right, let's
So
move
you
on to.
have a late marriage. Your marriage is not, like before 35 or 40. Do not be under any impression if it's going to happen early. You may feel very stuck, when it comes to proposals, because the kind of proposals that will be suggested to you, you may not like it. This is precisely the reason why, because like your marriage is not meant, before 35 or 40. Your marriage is going to happen through a bureau only. You may not perhaps, like the proposal, the setup and everything, so much. You may have your own, glitches while getting married, but the person that you'll get married with will be a very homely, wonderful person. So, wish you all the best, and may this reading come true for you.
Okay, all right. Let's quickly move on to our next request. It comes from Jyoti Sachdeva. Her date of birth is 10th November 2002. Time of birth is 9:25 a.m. and place is Rewari.
10th November 2002, right?
Yes,
And the time you mentioned was?
9:25 a.m. All right. Next, we would pick for Rohit and then we'll pick for Ria. So please bear with us. Takes a little time, but we hope you get your answers today.
So you will get someone, suggested from the people in your neighborhood. This person is going to be a little darker in complexion, who will suggest you the proposal. Someone known to your mother. So majorly, like a woman element coming for the proposal is very much evident. The partner that you will attract, that person will be either in IT or in technology, or perhaps they will be into gaming sector, and there is a possibility that this person is going to be much more educated in comparison to you. So do not feel shy. They will like definitely like you as a proposer.
All right. All the best, Jyoti. We'll move on to our next request. It comes from Rohit. He is from, no, again, West Bengal. So I think we'll have to go back to tarot for him. Rohit
Okay.
Mohanta.
So Rohit, you will attract someone through a colleague, someone who is like very hardworking in your organization. They will suggest you this proposal, and the person is going to be very friendly with you. And there is a possibility that you may date them for 2 3 months. Their spending habits will be much more in comparison to you and your family. So don't be afraid. This person is going to keep you very happy. So go ahead and get married to such spendthrift lady.
All right, Rohit. So have a good pocket there. All right. We'll move on to our next request. That would be Ria. Uh, she doesn't share her full name, but that's okay, I guess. Her date of birth is 18 December 2006. She's from Agartala, and time of birth is 10:30 a.m.
18
This is
December 2006.
yes. 18 December 2006. She's from Agartala and time of birth was 10:30 a.m. That's for Ria, how she will meet her soulmate. Though I think it's a little early for her, but I'm sure she should be happy. All right. While Dimple works, there is some good news for our viewers. Dimple has agreed to share, also answer questions related to various other topics as far as astrology is concerned. She would be helping you understand whatever queries you have regarding your relationship, your work, your health issues, whatever that is there that you want, astrological help and intervention. Dimple has agreed to help our viewers with that. So from next Friday onwards, when we connect with Dimple, we'll be devoting 15 minutes of our time to answering your queries regarding general health, family, lifestyle, whatever that worries you. And we'll have a special 15 minutes for how you'll meet your soulmate. That's right.
Yeah. So basically, you said Ria, right?
Yes, let's move on to Ria, how she'll meet
So,
her soulmate.
for Ria, you will meet someone in your mathematics class. So, whether it is, like in school or in college, this person would have had, like a very bitter fight with you, and perhaps, like must have disturbed you, or you must have disturbed them while, studying. So, this is someone who's irritated you a lot during the mathematics class. So, go ahead,
Okay,
know that this is the person you're going to get married with.
wonderful. I don't know. This is a very love-hate relationship. Okay, let's move on quickly to our viewer from Nepal. She is Kriti Chauhan.
Mm-hmm.
She was born 14th February 2000. Her time of birth is 3:02 a.m. and um, place of birth is Simara. She's even given the province. It's Simara Bara province, Nepal.
Can you just spell out Shimara for me?
Simara.
No. Can we check through tarot?
Sure, that's absolutely your call.
You mentioned the lady's name as
Kriti Chauhan.
Kriti Chauhan. So you're likely to, get married with someone, either from India or from Bangladesh, because that is the kind of, territory it is, coming across. That person is not going to be from Nepal for sure, and the way or the circumstances in which you will get married will be, you have, like approximately few more years, left for your marriage. Do not be in a hurry. Things will be a lot of, a lot of things will be unclear to you. This person is going to be someone with whom you will have that love hate relationship, as Kanika rightly says. And perhaps when you meet them, you may not like it, but it will be the fancy of the country, fancy of either coming to India or Bangladesh or nearby, which will take you to, getting married with them. So, go ahead. Mumbai is also a good place if you're finding someone from India.
All right. Okay, we have a very simple query from Sritama Datta. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. Sritama has shared her date of birth, but she has specific queries, Dimple, so I'll share those questions with her. She says that
Sure.
she is from Kolkata and she's divorced in 2020 and is now looking for a soulmate. And will I find my soulmate? She further asked if her second marriage would be a love marriage.
I can't say it's a love marriage, but someone who's already friendly with her, she will get married with that person. She'll be in a comfort zone. Someone who's financially, like well off. She must have had, one or two meetings. The marriage is not going to happening. It's not going to happen, like right now. It will take 2 to 3 years for the marriage to transpire, but definitely this person will keep you very well.
Okay, all the best, Ritama. I hope you find your soulmate soon, and I hope all the happiness for you. Let's move on to our next request. That is from Sushma Prasad. No, again, no place of birth. I would request everyone, please do share your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth for us to be able to give you a reading. So we're gonna ask Dimple again for a tarot read for Sushma Prasad. She is 93 born and she's shared her date of birth as 21st Feb. 4:35 a.m., but we do not have a place of birth. So, Sushma, Dimple would be helping you through tarot as to how you would be meeting your soulmate.
So your marriage is not early. Your marriage is going to happen only after the age of 28 or 35. Secondly, there has to be, some kind of changes which need to be done in the house. The problem is with the vastu of your house. So I would suggest you that, like definitely you are not a vastu expert. So just make, small amendments in the place where you're sleeping. Do not clutter it. If you have the habit of keeping your hairbrush or anything like that, closer to your bed. Like, do not do that mistake. Declutter it, keep it neat and clean. You will get married to a person who will be darker in complexion, and perhaps like someone who must have cheated his ex-girlfriend, and he'll tell you in the meeting that he was two timing someone. So if you find someone like that, then that is a soulmate for you.
All right. All right, that's an interesting read. But all right, let's just move on to our next request. And after this, I think we would have time only for one more. So, would really like to apologize to all our viewers. We would move to Ritika Singh, but she says her timing is not confirmed. She's shared her date of birth
Okay, so
as
we'll do it through tarot then.
yes. Let's do it with her. It's Ritika Singh from Gaya, Bihar, and she's never been married. She says, 93 born.
It's a clear case of arranged marriage. The person that you will get married with, he would like typically want a housewife, and would like ask you to do something perhaps on a hybrid mode also. He'll be looking forward for a person who will be very modern in outlook. He may talk big things, but he would actually want a typical Indian housewife kind of a girl. So if you're meeting a person like this in an arranged marriage setup, know that you're getting married with him.
Okay. All right. So we'll take the last request for today. We have for us Pratik Thakkar, born 2nd August 1995 at 5:40 p.m. in Bhiwandi. So, Pratik, born in 95, 2nd August, 5:40 p.m. Bhiwandi. That would be the last request for the day. We would like to thank our viewers and also remind them that Dimple joins us every Friday at 3:30 p.m. From next Friday, she would also be sharing or answering queries related to your health, your family, your relationships, anything which you want an astrological intervention or a tarot read on. And we would also continue with our how you'll meet your soulmate. So we'll kind of divide it. In case you have any queries, we would also be sharing email address on our website, timesnownews.com/spiritual. You can check it, and you can also send in your queries before the program is aired live at 3:30 p.m. All right, Dimple, do we have answer for Pratik?
Yeah, so for Pratik, if you have any brother-in-law, sister-in-law, you will be attracting, your soulmate through the proposal suggested by your brother-in-law or a sister-in-law. And the lady that you will get married with, she'll be extremely lucky for you, and she's going to be highly short-tempered with a lot of mood swings. So if you come across, such kind of a proposal, and like someone is telling you that the girl has a mood swings, please know you're going to get married with such girl.
All right, Pratik, keep lots and lots of chocolates and flowers around because I can tell you that always helps. Or golgappas for female. All right, so that's a personal thing. On a lighter note, thank you, Dimple. It has been
Thank you
lovely
so
having
much.
you with us. Again, as I said, Dimple would be there again with us next Friday. She would also be answering your general queries, and we would be sharing information on our website timesnownews.com as to how you can send in your special request. We would be needing your date of birth, place of birth, time of birth, and the query that you have in case you want an astrological read, or else in case in tarot read, we would obviously want your query and your name. Am I correct, Dimple?
Yes.
All right. All right, thank you so much.
All
Have a
right. Thank you
wonderful
so much.
day.
Thank you, Kanika.
God bless. Bye bye.
Okay.